Good afternoon, guys. It's 4:45 p.m. Today is March 23rd. Today is Wednesday, and we had a choppy, neutral down day with lots of chop in between. So you have to be selective on certain days. Today was a ping pong day. So now, yes, last night I basically typed in Discord and told folks, to the basically members, that we have to be ready for one trend down day soon. So just keep an eye on that day starting today or tomorrow onwards, right? So today was a downward trending price activity. It was not the trend down day that I was looking for, okay? Just wanted to be clear. But yes, I was looking for some kind of down move, but trend down kind of day, So I had idea of a down move, but today was not that day, Means it was a neutral down day, There were a lot of buyers buying it, So that was not the day I was looking for. So we have to continue look for that particular down day, Overnight buyers failed to see, this was a warning sign. Overnight buyers failed to hold above end of day closing remark levels. See here, yesterday I said above 97 ES buyers needs to hold, NQ has to hold above this area, and they failed to do so, right? So that will bring some selling, common sense. So today we are going to be neutral, and that's why we are going to be neutral today, because it's overnight is against the yesterday's RTH, right? So we have to be neutral today. So we'll consider 51.46, 51 to 60 and 44.86 as a buyer's area to defend, right? So buyers have to defend this area, and seller's job is to keep it below 4497, right? So today could be yesterday's gap fill game, which is way higher above all this, right? And there was a Friday's gap also at 56, which is in between this, So either that game or price wants to go to this, right? So we have to rotate with the price if there is no directional move, okay? So I was expecting all this back and forth, That's why I say rotational. We have to rotate with the price. It's a neutral environment, ME and Q, similar story. It failed to hold above 600, That means some selling may come. Short term buyers are there from this area, So price came down today all the way to 430 or so, So close enough, right? So sellers still have to basically keep the price, take the price below this area, in order to have some real selling going on. Till then, buyers have a full rights, to buy above this area any level, Russell has to stay below this area for sellers and above buyers for this above buyers, So Russell pretty much tried to hold above this, but then it failed, so sellers took control. And Dow, gold, I did not bother to look. Crude also today I did not bother to look, so I'm not going to talk about, but you can read through all these things. Basically notes I kept it same because it's a ping pong. The levels are updated, so you can basically trade these levels. NQ's dream number 666, 662 and 644, 639. These two numbers today, once again, they worked out pretty well, for sellers. They held it, price went up straight into it, and then it got rejection. That was a trade. I took it, from the dream number, even though it went against me, but eventually it paid it off, So here, those are the dream numbers. See? So here, when price hit this area, first time, so from here to here, right? In Discord, I typed that now if buyers want to get it done, they are done. See, when price was here, I said buyers are not done yet, not done yet, not done yet. When it came here, I said now they are done, or if they wanted to get done, this is the time, right? And then what happened? See, I built out my contract here, for the longs. Then what happened? Then price went higher, right? Like this. So it basically trapped, about this area. When breakout happened, see, first of all, you can't take a breakout after looking at this up move, at the top end. You have to wait for a pullback. Let's say if you want to go long, right? So here, whoever took a breakout immediately got rejection, right? So now I'm ready to short. The moment it popped back up, short, and then down, pop back up, pink line, short, here, this area, this short, I gave it in advance, around 1 o'clock, 1:15. I said when price was here, I said wait for 528, 530 area. It's a good short with 5 to 10 point stop, So and in that case, if it holds it, you're looking for a new low. So it was a lot of fake out, So this is not a tradable price action anyway. So after 127, I said, after this point onwards, I said price action is a garbage. So do not bother to trade, right? So ES also same thing. So ES after vertical line, which was around this time onwards, I said do not bother to trade after this time. Price is ping ponging, and you can see it literally did not achieve anything after that. It's just ping pong, there is no real short, no long, just price just bounce, you can't even hold it. Yes, scalping you can do few points here and there, but there is no directional move, right? So it's better not to trade. And then whatever happened after stock market close time, after 3:30, which is not advisable to trade anyway. So this is all like leftover business, but really this was the meat is, it was chop, So sellers basically they defended yesterday's low, to the death, here, and then they keep shorting it, and buyers basically keep buying at 60 and this gap fill, pretty much, that was the game going on. So now, so NQ, right? So when of the open, the idea was wait, it was a neutral day, right? Neutral territory, so we have to wait. We can't just push the button of the open like yesterday. See, yesterday we pushed the button right of the open, but today was not the day. Today we are expecting neutral day, right? So you can't do anything. So then NQ open right here, right? In Discord we talked about if it breaks below 519 it may go down, right? So yes, these were the good levels, entire 51, this 51 to 60, this 60, it's a good level. And this is the exchange area, magnet area, right? And this is a bold area, this is a bold area, right? So you can't short in ES considering all this 3-4 bold in a row on a neutral day, you can't short. So there is no short. You can't even go long because it's a neutral right of the open, right? So that was the mentality, being neutral going into the day. So you can't go long, you can't go short, you have to just wait. NQ, however, you can play level to levels, right? NQ you are always open. So when NQ went down and then pulled back to this VWAP, which was Globex low at that time, this was a good shot, and then you back down here, you take a profit. That was the first trade you can do in NQ, But throughout this down move, I was keep talking in Discord that buyers are still defending, I didn't talk about shorts, but except I talked about buyers, because this was the way it was happening after flush down from Globex, entire thing, and price gapping down after a couple of days of buying, and now it is gapping down and I'm trying to go down. Buyers are going to defend definitely, because now it's exhausted overnight and then open. So it is a foolish idea to go short right of the open. Instead you should look for longs, Yes, you should try here. Let's say if you try here you got stopped out, you have to try it here because it's so exhausted. It is going to get exhausted. So we talked about also in Discord about importance of 465, because that was the level. Yesterday we went long, and 74 in ES we went long, but ES you can't do here anything. But when NQ went to 465, right, I went long right here, and then it did ping pong back and forth. I held the damn thing, even though it went higher, and then it came down all the way down here. I didn't take the profit, because I was thinking buyers are not done, they are not going to get done right here and then and they'll sell off. They will try to take it higher, and dream numbers are the good areas, so I held it, and then finally in the Discord I said this area, if it goes above 519, then buyers are coming back into the business. At the same time, if ES goes above 74, buyers are back in the business. So this was the trade, even though if let's say this was a trade too. So why this trade? On the second test, if you look at here, see this thing's rising, this thing also rising a little bit, right? So this was a good long here. See this one also rising, right? So this was the second test, was a good long because based on the divergence, right? At the same time, NQ was also at 465. Support, divergence, you go long, you know. But let's say if you did not take a long, because this technically this bold support can turn into resistance, which it did actually first time here. See that here, short, back down, right? So, but I didn't take this short, you know. I just waited, you know, to see whether price bounce and go above 74. With the moment it did, this was the long, you know. That's why it's a different arrow, because it's a going with the flow intraday reading, right? So here at the same time, NQ was also long from here, you know, like breakout, pull back into 19, go long, you know. So those were the two official trades, you know. And then price went higher, 87, 86 is a good area to take profit here. NQ also somewhere around this pink line to take a profit. You can even play this morning high, 546 pullback, yellow line. I drew it real time. That was a morning high at that time. So this was a pullback, 600, you bail out. And then even you can short here if you want to, because technically these things were negative, right? And this is a pink line, so you can even short here if you want to, or you can just wait for another long opportunity, because these buyers are in control now and they are not done yet. So when it came down, right, you can't just go long here, you know, this is too aggressive in a ping pong day. You cannot even go long here because it's already responded once. So wait, when it came down here, so this was very early pullback, right? Like just right at the time of breakout we took this long. So even though if you missed out, most of the people missed out these things because there was no technical breakout. This breakout happened and then pullback never happened. So this pullback first time into this area, this was a long, you know. At the same time, ES also pulled back to this area, you know, 74, so long. And then up, bail out here, you know. And then because it's still, AD is negative, right? Everything is, this is still balancing, right? No trending higher, so bail out, you know, at the next level, right here again, you know. Or you can even hold it, and when you see this, you bail out, you know, simple. Then NQ went to this area, right? So here you finally take the profit, you know. At the same time, ES also here, see that? Same thing. You can even short here if you want to for a few points, because by the time actually price was stepping up, right? So here you have to bail out. Even if you go short here, you have to bail out here, or you take a profit here, right? Then you wait, because here I said buyers are done here, right? So done means we may have a reversal, or price can, if they are not done officially, then price can go higher, right? But at that point you can't do anything, you have to just watch. So here breakout happened, right? So this breakout, price went higher and then it came down, right? So actually I took this short also, you know, at the top. So why I took this short? Because if you look at it here at the time of breakout, there was no positive good momentum to the upside. See here they tried it here first time, right? But then it couldn't break out. Here also they tried it, they couldn't break out, right? Here, and then if you see momentum all the way went down, right? And then somebody bought it again, it tried to go higher, right? So how do I explain these things? So AD, look at AD. So hold on, so see these things. SN, this was a foolish idea, this one today, you know. It's like not a foolish idea, but it was not a good AD today, you know, in terms of explaining to you, you know, the way it was going higher, but price was not following, you know. So here also, if you see that AD was flat actually, you know, when this breakout happened, right? And in fact, entire overnight sellers, all these things, and considering buyers are done here, the way it went higher, you know, somebody from overnight will sell it somewhere, because now this is a good location for them to sell it from day trading perspective, you know. So I took a chance here, you know. Actually my idea was to short this dream number, but since it break out about this dream number, you know, I thought, okay, I will short either 690 or here, you know. So when ES popped up, I saw this, you know, then damn, this is like going down, right? And this is no momentum, so I took a short, you know, just educated guess, you know. And then I took a profit here, right here, you know, and then it just sliced through it. That's where I realized, okay, so now it wants to go down, you know, buyers are really done. So I took a short here, and then, you know, it's just level to level shorts, you know, all these things if you are trading it. ES, same thing. So when NQ touched this dream number, ES was testing its VWAP here, right? So now if you look at here, 74, it tried to defend it here, right, first time, and then it failed. That here it went through it, so here a pullback, it defended 74, right? So then it went higher, but now it's a failed breakout here. Look at this. So, and then it came down. It is not going to hold this level most likely now, you know. It was around 12.15 by that time, right? So 12.15, if you look at 12.15 right here, now you have a downside momentum coming into the picture. See, upside breakout, there is no upside momentum, but downside, you can see there is a downside momentum, right? Breakout was not even yet into the picture, but still there was a downside momentum coming in, right? AD was continue to go down here. So now that was a sign that it will not hold this level. So when it pulled back, this was a short, but I put a different arrow because it was not a level there, you know. But NQ, yes, it was a short. So you can line up, you have to line up with NQ. Then it went down, and here this bar, down bar, sealed the deal that now sellers are in. The moment it pulled back to this level, you short top of this level, you know. NQ, same thing, you know, roughly around, you know, 1 o'clock. So you can see it even, both are, see, both are in sync. 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, see, and then you short. Then you look for down move back into this VWAP. In Discord I typed when price was here, I said if it right at 1 o'clock or so, you know, or maybe 12:45 or so, I said if price goes through this VWAPs, you know, or this 571 level, it can easily go to 480 or so, you know, which is roughly around this area somewhere, 480, you know. So here it finally broke through it, right? So this was a going with the flow trade based on that my statement alone, you know, right here you can take a trade and look for 480, which is this, see. And then later on, this was the trade I discussed already. So yes, you can take this trade here short, right? But you know, the ES is, I really don't want to trade ES, you know, after this point onwards, because considering all this support, you can see it. See, literally buyers bought it here, they tried it here, multiple attempts, and then again here, see that again this 60, they bought it, you know, all the way till closing they bought it. And then somebody just, you know, just finished their business because it was destined to go here actually. That was the bottom I was looking for today, you know, this area. So they tried to go take it here, you know, it couldn't. So overnight you may see it price coming either one of this area and then maybe bounce, you know, we'll see how it goes. So that be all. But today, you know, level wise it worked out perfectly in both of them, you know. It's just it was a neutral day, it would be difficult. That is what we discussed in Discord today, that it will be difficult to trade today going into the day based on overnight price action and last couple of days up price action, you know. But that's how it is. So, and that be all for today. I'll see you tomorrow.